Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of Road to Summer Transferred Ibra, and as you can see in the top right hand corner, we are on 94,620 coins. So that means that we made around a 24k profit, I believe. I'm not really sure about that, but we are almost close to the Ibra, because if I go to the auction search here and look him up real quick, I didn't prepare it. It should have done though, but as you can see from this thing, he is going for around 128k, it looks like. So that means that if we can make a nice profit this episode, this might be the finale, or otherwise there would be one more episode, I think. But let's get into the players that have sold now. We have sold 18 items. That means that everything has sold. And as you can see here, we sold a 4-1-2-1-2 Mignolet for 5.5k. Moving on here, we have a Rania. We actually made a loss on him. Olin sold him for 2k. Not a massive loss though, but only like a couple of thousand coins. Then we have this Claybat, sold him for 800 coins. Picked him up for 300, I believe. Then we have Gibson, sent him it for 442 for Manchester United. Picked him up for only 500 coins or 550 or something like that. Sold him for 4,500. Then we have this Thierry Henry, 3.5k for him. Another Mignolet, sold him for 4.4k. Then we have this Joe, sold him for 4k. Then the next player we have is a Oscar, 9k. This is the left mid, the high-paced one. Sold him for 3.5k, actually being resold for 4.3, I just saw. Then we have Ede, I believe. I think I only picked him up for like 300 coins or maybe like 500. I'm not really sure about that, but sold him for 1.8k though. Moving on, the transfer Diego Lopez. I think he transferred from Villarreal to Sevilla. Sold him for 1.4k. Then we have this French left winger, 433. Double my money on him. This Inform Kombarov. Sold him for 11,750. Don't think I made any profit on this guy actually. 9k for Oscar, another one. And then we have 850 for Young, 16k for Jared, which I only picked up for 11,750, I believe. So we made a nice 4k profit on him. Then moving on, closing in on the final deal here, we have a transfer Shaqiri sold for 2.8k. Then the final deal is this Michu team of the season version, who sold for 17k. I believe I picked him up for 15, so around a 1.5k profit there. So yeah, this is it for the first part of this video, guys. I'm going to go and spend all the 94,000 coins now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see in the top right corner, we are now left with 394 coins. So that means that I've gone ahead and spent the 94k or so that we had. Now I've picked up 23 deals, as you can see on the screen, and what I did is I first spent the money on some bigger players. So I just simply typed in gold, minimum price of 10,000 coins and a maximum price of around 30,000, sometimes like 25 or 35, whatever, and just scroll through the pages and try to pick up some deals. And then when I was around 12k, I would say, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, I'm not really sure, I spent the remaining coins on some silver players. So that's how I got 23 deals. So let's get into them now. And you know, loading on my trade player, we can see that we first bought this Turnbull. I picked him up for 450 coins, and we are going to try and sell him off for 1,300 coins. So let me put this to 12 hours and sell them overnight. Okay, so here we have this Sergio Ramos. Picked him up for 12,250, and we're gonna try and sell him off for 15,000 coins. So there will be around a 2k profit, I believe. Let's see here. Let's put him up for 15,000 coins. Then we have Martin Bravo. Picked him up for 1,100. You know, I thought it was a pretty good deal. You know, I got into a bit of a bidding war and I wanted to win him. You know, don't make much profit on him in the end, but you know, we're still gonna try and make a bit of money. Then we have this Ngok or Ngok. Picked him up for 2,100. Try and sell him off for 5k. So you know, I doubled my money on him, which is always pretty good. Then we have this in from Rolando. Picked him up for 12,750, and we are going to try and sell him off for 16,500 coins. So let's see here. Let's put him off for that. Now we have Hilario, the Chelsea goalkeeper. Try and sell him off for 2k. Well, I picked him up for 750 coins. Leo Mora is the next player. Picked him up for 950. Gonna try and sell him on for, let's see here, 2.5k. I have all the prices I want to sell the players for. I have them all written down on a paper next to me. So that's why it might sometimes take a bit of a time before I put the player up. But you know, I just want to check and see if I got the correct prices. So as you can see now, we also picked up an Oduro. I just put up 1500 coins for him. Then we have this upgraded Suarez. Pick him up for 15,000. Try and sell him on for 24,000 coins. So that will be probably the best deal of the episode, I would say. You know, it's a pretty good deal, I must say that. It's an upgrade Suarez, by the way. Then we have this Dembele, the bronze. Normally he's a striker, I believe. But you know, I picked him up in a cam. You know, almost tripling, no, not tripling, just like at least doubling my money, let's put it that way. Then we have Rossi Knight in a center mid. Gonna try and sell him on for 2k. I went a bit too far there, but 2k is where we put him up for. And we already sold something. Let's see what that is. We've got 5k for David Nagok. That is awesome. That is amazing. Then let's see here. We have Lindegaard, 900 coins. Picked him up for. Sell him on for 1500. Then we have Aranya, 650 for him. Just doubling my money on him. 1300 coins. That's what we try and sell him on for. Then we have Zakwani, 92 pace left mid. Try and sell him off for 3,500 coins. Pretty nice profit there. Then we have Reynan, 700 coins. Picked him up for. Let's see here, 1500 coins. I'm trying and sell him on more. Then we have this second informed Kabai. This is 84 version in a CDM in a 4-on-2-on-2 for 34,000 coins. And we're going to try and sell him up for 50,000. So that will be around a 15k profit if we actually sell him for that. You know, there are not a lot of CDMs on the market. And not in this formation at all. So, you know, we'll just put him on for 50k, see if he sells. Then we have Anton Ferdinand. 1300 coins. Picked him up for, this is, you know, picked up 2 Ferdinands. Not really good deals. Like, I only make around a 500 coin profit. But, you know, profit is a profit nonetheless. So, we don't complain. Then we have a Gary Gardner. Picked him up for 750 coins. And we're going to try and sell him off for 2,500 coins. And then, we have 2 more deals, I believe. 3 more deals, that's it. Mascherano, picked him up for 1k. Gonna try and double my money on him. Now we have a Barreto, 550 for him. Almost doubling my money, just put him up for 1,000 coins. So he will be cheapest on the market. And we have sold something again. But we have a center mid Pastorius upgraded version for 2k. Gonna try and sell him up for 6,500. So good deal there. So let's see what we sold. We sold the Leo Mora for 2.5k, so we already sold 2 players and we already made some profit, so that is always good. And now guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like rating, it really helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for future episodes of this series and other FIFA series. And yeah guys, that has been it, so I'll see you guys in the next episode, so peace.